Another bread recipe, focaccia. For that recipe I am using 410 grams of bread flour and quarter a cup of semolina and 7 grams of yeast and 1 cup of warm water, and going to use 6 tablespoons of olive oil and some salt, and then some fresh rosemary leaves. I'm going to cut this into tiny pieces. So to start this, what I'm going to do is, so into the mixing bowl going to add the warm water and the yeast, and then going to add the semolina and mix that well with some sugar, which I forgot to show you. I have 1.5 teaspoons of sugar, and then going to add nearly 3 tablespoons of olive oil into this mix too, and I'm going to mix this using a whisk about half a minute. After mixing, add the flour little by little and mix that until it forms a soft dough. So while mixing, add the rosemary leaves too, and make sure when you do this recipe, don't add the flour at once. You have to add flour little by little. So I'm going to knead this about 5 to 10 minutes. So take the dough onto the bench top after kneading about 5 minutes, and use your palm and knead that again about 2 minutes. If you need more flour, you can add a bit more, but when I was doing this I had this much flour left, so I'm going to leave that aside. That depends on the how coarse your semolina or the cornmeal that you are using in this recipe. So now knead this and going to leave this in a mixing bowl. So put that into a bowl and make sure that you put lots of olive oil and cover it with olive oil before you leave it to proof. So this has to be in a warm place about until it double in size. Cover that with a damp cloth. The focaccia bread dough is double in size. So what I'm going to do now is going to add some more olive oil into a pan, and then take the dough and punch it down on the tray like this and make it to a rectangular shape using your fingers. Nicely spread it evenly like this, and then going to add more olive oil on top. Sprinkle some more olive oil and press it properly, and then I'm going to leave this about 10 minutes to rest before I knock with my fingers. So just leave it aside to rest about 10 minutes. After leaving the dough to rest, take some olive oil and oil your fingers, and then use even 2 to 3 fingers and poke it down till you touch the bottom of the tray. Then after doing that, use 2 fingers and or even 1 finger and poke it down till you touch the bottom of the tray, and leave this to rest about 20 to 30 minutes until it double in size again. When the focaccia dough is double in size, sprinkle some salt on top. You can use sea salt flakes or even just salt, and this goes to the oven 180 or even 200, and before that add a little bit more olive oil on top and bake this on 200 about 20 to 30 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. I finished making my focaccia bread, and I'm going to leave this on wire rack to cool down now. Before I put it on wire racks, I thought I should cut that to show you how it looks like. It is really soft and moist. So I hope you will enjoy baking this. Thank you for watching.